Warning, this game is being played on the Edge channel due to its depiction of religion and slight modesty concerns. Edge rating, medium.
Base 1 approaching target. Estimated time of arrival minus 10 minutes. I've got the message. We are approaching.
Commander, our hyperdrives are overloading. The generators will not stand this.
Activate the tractor beam. We will soon learn why they spy on our territory.
We have visual contact with the ship, sir.
What's happening?
Leader 1 is down. We need help.
The rebels are trying to get through. They're trying to land. We are under fire, sir. He's taking damage, sir. We're gonna die. Torpedoes away. Target hit.
Choose to maximum capacity.
Engage 1. I can't see you. Cover him. All damaged.
Turn the ship around.
We're hit. Someone is behind you.
Hull integrity blitz.
Retreat. Retreat. Die. Die.
Hello and welcome to Desktop and Dice Edge, the gaming channel where you never know who's going to show up, and the gaming channel in the Dad Network where we play games that aren't exactly family friendly. I'm your host NextGen Nate, and in this run we're playing Imperium Galactica 2, another classic favorite of mine. And the question for this particular run is this. So we've asked you the question before, what's your favorite race from a sci-fi genre? Now we're going to ask you, what's your favorite aesthetic from a race in a sci-fi genre? So getting a little more niche with it. So not necessarily the race, but like the aesthetic, the way they build their buildings, the way that they present their ships. Any sci-fi will do. And as always, give us your favorite in the first episode, and then just give us different ones that you like in the episodes after that. And at the end, I will present my favorite 24 hours after I post the last episode of this particular run, as usual. And with that, let's get into the game. But first, let's let the guys know that we're playing. Alright, let's go single player. This is a game that I played a lot as a kid. We're going campaign. And we're going to go cheap. We're going to go with the guys that don't want to make friends with anybody and just want to kill everybody. And probably go easy. This is actually not a very easy game. So easy, normal. Urgh. Okay, we're gonna try normal. If I do really bad in normal, I'm gonna do a run of easy. Cutscene.
Imperator, the favor of the God Emperor is with you for now. As leader of the Kra'Hen forces in this sector, it is your sworn goal to realize the objectives of the God Emperor and occupy the whole galaxy swiftly and without mercy. You must also take care not to alert the other species in this sector to your presence until you are strong enough to destroy them.
All right. Whew. Always exciting. And I do see we've got 2 guests already in the lobby. We got A and Shish Kebab. Hey, guys.
Oh,
Hello.
can
Hey.
you hear us okay?
Yes. Actually, I've got to turn one of you up and turn one of you down.
Check my sound too. Yeah, good deal. How's it going?
Yeah, it's actually going really well. So, just quick notes for the video. The reason this is being played on the Edge channel is because of what it said right off the bat. I'm serving something called the God Emperor. So, why we're putting on here is for religious reasons. The faction I've chosen is kind of like the old Egyptians. They think their emperor is a god. And so, we'll be dealing with a lot of that kind of stuff in this game. Of course, I've chose this faction. Well, there's a lot of people thinking a little too highly of themselves in this particular game, but that's why it's on the Edge channel. But just wanted to say that on the up front for the video. Of course, I was saying I kind of am going cheap. I picked the faction that's the easiest to play because they don't want to make friends with anybody and they just want to destroy everyone. So it's like, it's easy to do. So. Alright, real quick, there's going to be a little cutscene here, so if you guys will just hang out for a second.
Greetings, Imperator. You must build up your resources in readiness for our final conquest. You are to subjugate new planets.
Yeah, alright. And I'll get messages like that every now and again. And
Yes.
I'll just let you guys know when I get ready to play them. So how are you guys doing?
Of all the crazy politics stuff.
Yeah, for people who won't know, and I know it's going to be old news by the time that I actually get this stuff posted. It'll probably be really old news, actually. But we are doing this on election night, and Gandalf has actually talked about possibly being the one that keeps his eye on what happens. We'll hopefully be talking a little bit about what's going on. The most interesting news I know about is the voting machines breaking in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Crazy.
Whole counties can't seem to vote because their voting machines are broken. And of course they'd be in like deep red areas.
It's kind of interesting too.
Yeah.
Haven't had too many of the blue states having this issue, so that's interesting.
Yeah. Well, Pennsylvania apparently is the one to watch, so it makes sense that'd be the one where things are getting sabotaged.
Yep. Look back at that, I'm sure, and think there's something odd about that.
Forget about looking back. I'm looking at it right now going,
Huh. I think Trump's gonna win. Gonna come out and say it.
I think... I don't know what I think. I'm gonna just watch what happens, because there's different forms of winning in this type of stuff, you know? You've got electoral college, you've got popular vote, and then you also have things where people start using lawfare to try to bend things. So what's interesting is you've got the betting markets, and what's interesting is the betting markets actually have two different types of pools. you have the one who quote unquote wins the election, which actually says, we're not going to give you your money until someone's sworn in. But then they have another poll of who's actually going to be in the office. So even the betting pools are going, these might be two different things. So, which I think says a lot.
That's be exciting.
But my main thing is if he can win Electoral College and popular vote, there won't be a lot that can be done. They'll be like, oh, but, and I'm like, he won both. Pretty clear who everyone likes.
Right?
So, okay, let's see. I need 3 terraform ships and 3 colonization ships. So did you guys see that Honey Badger posted that he loves this game?
Oh.
On Gilded?
I did see that.
Yeah. For you, you don't know who Honey Badger. Shish Kebab does, because we grew up. That he was our part of our friend group when we were teenagers. So I had a knack for finding games that none of my friends had ever heard of. But then they'd get a hold of them, and they'd be like, "This thing is awesome!" And this was one of them. So they'd always come over to my house, and I don't know if you saw me saying, like, "Yeah, I remember when we basically would stay up all night, and somebody would be playing this game." So,
Yeah, it's been around for a bit, right?
yes, it's
Playable.
yeah, yeah. I was actually very happy that Steam created a version that can be bought on there. That was pretty cool. What was interesting is Shish Kebab's brother actually bought a game that bragged that it was going to be the next Imperium Galactica 2, because apparently it had a kind of a cult following. We played that. He bought it and we played it. It was like, if this is supposed to be the like intellectual successor to Imperium Galactica, man, they missed the point. So it was called.
I would argue that this is one of the best RTS games they ever made.
I would agree. Along with Red Alert. Red Alert's one of my favorite ones as well. Which was another one that me and Honey Badger played a bunch. In fact, the first Red Alert game, me and Honey Badger actually went half and half paying for it. So. Although Red Alert 2 is the far superior game. I haven't done Red Alert 3 yet, though. I was actually surprised that was even made. Alright, this place is... I need to put another factory down on this planet, because that has gone way too slow. Ship factory. But yeah, I mean, considering it's only $10, I would actually say that this is one of those ones. Older game, you can definitely tell it's an older game, but for $10, it's worth it. Oh, I thought I already had a terraformer. Okay. Well, in that case, I need to put another like that. Anyway, yeah, just wondering, do you guys know a good site to go to kind of watch where they're bringing in numbers for the different states?
I'm using 270 to win, but it's a little behind what CNN has.
Too bad that you're saying CNN is better in this case.
They're being mostly tolerable right now.
Right now, if it goes a certain way, they can start melting down on us. Well, if there's any big news, let us know. I'm actually just glad to see you here, Shish Kebab. I see that you've gotten certain things up and going at your RV.
Sort of.
Well, you sound real nice and clear here to me.
I'm streaming with my main phone, which has limited connection, so... It's limited, but it's better. It's faster.
And for my audience, why I'm totally down with interrupting this video, we're going to see this particular video over and over and over and over again. Of course, eventually I'll skip it. But if I'm getting louder, it's because in my headset it's really loud. Alright, this was the one that... Which one did I think it was this one, wasn't it? I terraformed that one, right? Why doesn't this one have a colonization option? That's weird. Thing is, if you've already terraformed a place, it won't let you do it again, so I'll have to wait until I have a terraform ship and then find out which one I terraformed. And I was talking with everybody as, I mean, once again, I'm explaining this for the people who's going to watch the videos. I'm talking with everyone going, if we can get a multiplayer of this going, I would love that. Unfortunately, it sounds like it's got lag issues, but... Do you remember, Shish Kebab, that we tried to actually do a LAN thing of this game? And
I do. It did not go well for you.
no, well, it didn't go well at all because the LAN broke somehow, and we all lost connection with each other. And because we lost connection with each other, it just kept playing, and we had people going, "I won! No, I won! No, no, I won!" And it was because the game didn't tell us that we lost connection with each other.
I also seem to remember you basically getting Zerg rushed by a third-party NPC.
Yeah, maybe. Main part I remembered is just everybody's experience were all dissimilar to each other. Alright. Okay, it's gonna let me terraform that one. Which one did I terraform? Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it lets you terraform twice. Uh-oh. Well... Rocky. Desert. Desert. Why does it keep... It doesn't give me any options on this. Oh, okay, there we go. Grass. No, that ain't it. Okay. Let's see what this turned this into, and then I'll go from there. But, yeah. I would love to play again, and the two species that I would like to play in a competitive mode is either the one that doesn't have to terraform any planets, which I think would be awesome, or the one that has such high population.
I despise
Oh.
you. Don't dare disappoint me.
What's your issue? Fine, whatever. Yeah. Okay, what? Desert. Okay, so this one's good. I guess they're going, hey, we already had ones that you didn't have to terraform. Whatever. Disappointing him at first is not necessarily the worst thing. It's bad later. What's going on?
Imperator, a fake ion storm has knocked out the scanners in our surveillance network. We've ordered a new set of sensors already, but it will take some time to produce and install. In the meantime, I suggest we send patrols out to provide scanner coverage in the affected areas.
Okie dokie. Anyway, later it's a really bad idea to disappoint that guy. Alright. Do I got any colony ships
Yes.
yet? Nope, not yet. Anyway, what was I talking about before I got that little message? Oh, I was saying something.
I don't remember.
We were
I think
talking
you were
about.
talking about past plays or
Oh
playing
yeah,
this
the
before.
right. I was talking about the different species I would like to play if we get the chance to play it competitively. And the other one I want to do is the one that's got got runaway population. Because for me, I like building a lot of buildings on my planets. So if you have runaway population, you never have to worry about no place not having workers. So
The new sensors are in place. Our surveillance network is fully functioning once more.
all right. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, I hope you consider joining our socials as well as look at our other channels and other creators. There should be links to all of that in the description below. Also in the description below should be a link to my Rent a Cyber friend where you can come have a one-on-one conversation with me for a small fee. Now to do this, you need to be 18 years old or older. And if you're not 18 years old or older, then you need to have a guardian log you in and stay in the room while we have a conversation. If they're unwilling to do that, then I'm sorry, we can't have a conversation. Just a reminder, the question for this run is, what sci-fi race has an aesthetic that you really like? A race that builds ships, builds buildings, makes clothes and weapons in a way that you think is really cool. And as always, give us your favorite one first, and then if there's other ones, expound on those with each given episode. When it comes to mine, your hint is they're from Star Wars, they are amphibious, and they are somewhat of a infamous race when it comes to pop culture. As always, I will give the answer to what you're guessing 24 hours after I post the last episode of this particular run. Look for that in the comments section. Well, with that, I've been your host, NextGen Nate, and I look forward to the next time we play.